I'm Anusha.
I'm Akshara and this is Prakriti.
I'm Pallavi.
I'm Hina from Hina Agrama.
Hi everyone. First of all, thank you so much for coming to the first edition of the Mix Supper. It means so much to us because this is something we're trying out, and hopefully this reaches to a wider audience in terms of helping them understand what really happens behind the buzzword that is sustainability. My only aim and hope for everyone is that they have a casual conversation, they're feeling about this and what they want to express. So yeah, let's get started. I think we should go around and introduce ourselves. So I started the Mixed Wardrobe out of this sheer necessity for everybody to come under one roof and be able to shop anything and everything sustainable. Obviously, we've started with apparel, being that my background. And we'll continue into pots and accessories and bags, etc. etc. So everybody should be able to come to the Mixed Wardrobe and shop for anything and everything they would like. So yeah, that's me. I'm 23. I studied fashion merchandising and business, and yeah.
I'm Akshara and this is Prakriti. We're the co-founders of Juhu Beat Studio. It's a lifestyle accessory brand and we make products from textile waste.
We make like all kinds of fun, unexpected products. Basically, our intention was to kind of present sustainability in such a way that even if you weren't concerned about it, the products are so irresistible that you contribute to the cause without even
Like
realizing.
Okay.
And also we wanted to kind of make like really fun, sustainable products.
Like stuff that we would
Wanted
like
to use.
Yeah, that we dreamt of making and dreamt of having,
Yeah.
but we never found. So yeah. She's really good with making products and I really wanted to work with sustainability, so we kind of joined our
and she's like
forces.
an illustrator and stuff. So.
So we basically do all the graphics, the posters, the website, like everything.
And all the products. And we have a team of women. We're an all-women brand. So we provide training and employment to women in Mumbai. And all of our products are made in-house by our girlies. So
I love it.
That's
How did you
another-
guys meet?
we met in college. We're batchmates.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, even in college, we used to sit like this.
Right next to each
Her on the
other.
left and me on the right. And we used to work, and every time I'd get stuck somewhere, I'd just pass my work to her. And
Yeah, we just like
she would pass her work to
switch
me.
and be like, okay, let's
Yeah.
brainstorm together.
It's
And
perfect.
we were working on one project after college and we were just like, bro, this is like so much fun, we should do something. And then both of us ended up in Bombay, and like she left her job, I left whatever I was doing, and then we were in Bombay and we were like, okay, let's just see what's there
What's
in
happening
Bombay.
in Bombay? Like, because Bombay is like a manufacturing hub, right? So we went around. कि इतना manufacturing होता है तो waste भी होता होगा. So we went and then we found lots and lots and lots of waste.
Tons and tons and tons of waste.
So what do you want? I mean, as waste?
No,
Fabric?
yeah, fabric. We take all kinds of industrial waste like fabric, buttons,
threads,
zips,
labels.
trims,
Okay.
any kind of fabric, big pieces, small pieces, damaged
piece.
material.
Anyone can give it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for production, essentially, it's more of pre-consumer waste, textile waste that comes from government, manufacturing industries.
From around the world.
Yeah. And post-consumer, में हम पहुंचे नहीं हैं, but one day, that's the aim to reach there as well.
Upcycling, so we go to recycling.
Like you said, work with post-consumer waste as well.
Okay.
And yeah, and one day, hopefully, recycle as well.
Right now, you're just into industrial waste.
Yeah. Right now, we're into
Upcycling.
upcycling.
Upcycling and
Yeah.
pre-consumer waste.
Great, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, really.
This is good.
And some of your products, what are some of your products?
So
If
we
you can
have
name them.
You have it?
Oh, my which thing?
Oh, see, the strawberry is there.
Oh,
This bag is there.
Oh, nice.
This keychain, and
You've designed the bag also.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
so all kinds of lifestyle accessories, like home decor bhi aayega, like gifting, we do like
pet accessories.
yeah, pet accessories, caps, bags, like everything other than garments.
Yeah.
Why not gum?
It's too hectic. Like we haven't reached there. I think our backgrounds being like more of textile design, it was never centered towards making garments or anything. Like we learned
Like we can make it, but like we were thinking of like like garments so you have, but imagine if you had like a tiny add-on that like just transformed your
entire
like
outfit.
added like
GBs for Crocs.
yeah,
Kind of.
yeah, exactly.
Like it's like a small accessory that like kind of changes your whole outfit, and it kind of looks different like every time you wear it.
Yeah, like we see it on your bag.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
just adds a point of interest, and everything is
I
inspired
mean,
by
currently, I think that is trending, isn't it?
Yeah,
On bags or
Worked out.
yeah.
It worked out with the world class scenario. It's great.
I'm Pallavi, co-founder, one of the co-founders of Avador Haute Couture, and we are a bunch of professionals. My sister is a teacher. My daughter, who's the other one, she is an interior architect, and I'm a doctor. There was always a creative streak in all of us, and we wanted to do something other than our own professions. So once we visited some of the karigars who lived in those bastis and just realized that they have such awful conditions that they live in, and they also are paid very poorly. So we decided, okay, let's do something for them, and that's how we started. Ours is not essentially a business, but like I said, it's transforming lives, and we wanted to use only fabrics which are ahimsak. We don't use pure silk in any of our fabrics. There are a lot of options now available. We work only mainly hand-worked pieces and a variety of fabrics. And we see that our karigars have work all 365 days of the year, irrespective of whether we are doing an event or not. Yeah, like I said, we use fabrics which don't have those silkworm kind of a silk. And yeah, essentially we work towards an Indian ethnic closet, but we've now incorporated even some portion of contemporary with ethnic. So because people want that, a lot of we cater to all age groups, but now I think the older people want even contemporary. Earlier it wasn't like that. Now they want to dress differently. So now we have, in fact, so far it was always unstitched. We had facility for stitched garments as well, but now we have started stitched fabrics. In the sense, stitched shirts, linen shirts. We'll work a lot on linen. So we have our own karigars, and in fact, post-COVID, some of them had actually stopped work, and they started selling milk and stuff like that. So we kind of pushed them because they were really doing excellent work. So the finesse, the kind of work is really, really good. But they started doing all this because the parents wouldn't allow them to be away from the family because they lost some family members, etc. during COVID. So we provided whatever was necessary for them to restart the business, and essentially that's our main aim, and see that they grow.
So nice.
Yes, it's simple. We design, but they deliver. It is their craft, their skill, and we'd like the world to see that as well.
Yeah.
Designing is okay, we do it, but ultimately it's them who deliver.
We can come to life.
Yes. And it's been nice. We also, whatever is left over after a sale or an exhibition or whatever, what we do is we make packets and try and see that, the less fortunate have good quality bespoke fabrics to
Mhm.
wear.
Wow.
So we just give it to them. At one of our exhibitions now, currently, we have started. Okay, if they buy 2 pieces, then we even send one for their house help. A sari or something utility item. So basically, it's charity driven. Earlier, we used all of it for that purpose, medicine, education, etc. But now we pump in a little bit into our business as well. So that's how it is.
Wow. That's so
Good
nice
job.
that
I
you
mean,
like go beyond what a typical business does in terms of just like, oh, we need a CSR, but your whole building plan is made of like, I want to help everyone outside my work life.
Yeah, because
amazing.
I mean, something which we saw, we just felt, okay, these big designers, they're good. I'm sure they're looking after their people. But we've always found that they always say that we don't get paid.
Not enough.
So, not enough and not on time. So, we decided, okay, we may not, like the last 2 months, we've not done anything. My sister is out of station, whatever. But we've not stopped anything for them. Because, and
Yeah.
if we can,
Yeah.
why can't they have a better life?
Yeah.
This is our thought process. Maybe because we are well settled in our own profession, but at the same time, that's a streak that runs in the family. So Priti is doing a lot
Yeah.
more. So yeah,
That's so
so
beautiful.
that's
to
how
hear.
Congratulations. Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
I think each one of us is doing it in their own way. So
I'm Hina from Hina Agrima. So we're 2 people, and Hina is my name, Agrima is my business partner's name. Usually people are confused. They think it's my surname, but it's not, guys.
Sounds like
Stop it. One more person is there. So we are basically best friends since 9th grade. We've been together since school. We did the same graduation at the same college. We went to New York. We went to Milan together to study and explore more together. We did our postgrad also in the same college, same course. So basically, our resume is the same from schooling to undergrad to postgrad. We really want to like thank our parents for letting us do that. Otherwise, it's kind of crazy for me also to think like now about it. But anyhow, I personally come from a family background of fashion and textile design. Like my father is an industrialist, exporter in fashion, in textiles. He's been doing that for the past 50 years now. And my mother is a fashion designer. She was one of the first ones to have a fashion degree in, I think, at that point of time, fashion did not really have a degree like in India, right? So she was basically one of the first batches in India to graduate.
Wow.
Around like all of these people, like even before Manish Malhotra and people like that.
Wow.
But she never really wanted to like become like a famous fashion designer and all of that. So she never like intervened in that. She went into the export line as well. She became like a merchandiser. So they understand export very well. So I've seen what fast fashion and extreme production does to our places where we live, to the people who are doing it. This is not putting any hate upon my father as to what he's done. I admire him a lot, and his strength of at least employing more than 1,000 people in his life. So that's great. But for me, I feel that there is more than just earning money. I feel that there is a standard of living that is achieved not just by income, but also by how you treat yourself. And that is what I try to do with Hina Agrima, with Agrima. When we're working at a studio, we not just hire people, but we invite them to understand that fashion can be fun, it can be non-harming, it can be non-boring, because just because we're doing it in a sustainable or a conscious way doesn't have to look like a sack of jute. Because so many fast, like sustainable options look like that. to me. And from my personality, I feel that what I'm wearing right now is something that I feel more expressive in, right?
Yeah.
So we basically are trying to do that.
Yeah, and I think it's a great table to show that sustainability doesn't have to be boring and
Yeah.
it can be the most beautiful thing.
Like
you
how
want.
they are also doing their products.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the way that you guys are leading it
Yeah.
on, I find it incredible, and that's why I congratulate it because
Likewise.
yes.
Yeah.
So that's
Likewise.
the basic.
Everyone is doing.
So basic line is all of that. Then other than that, what we want to also like at Hina Agrima, what we majorly highlight to people is that fashion and textile is not just about glamour. It's not just about having a glamorous piece in your wardrobe.
It's an emotion.
It's an emotion. It comes and roots from a textile artist who is actually from art. It becomes a technical thing, and then you combine the both and you deliver product. So we actually really highlight on our backstories, our products, how the process is done for it. Like if you go on my Instagram, you can just see how I'm making things. I'll simplify it for you so you can make it as well. That's why we do workshops.
Yeah.
Many people ask me that why am I doing workshops? So Hina Agrima has a different sector, service, what you can do in terms of learning natural dyes, because I cannot do everything.
Yeah.
I can only stick to Jaipur because my aim is to make this as a luxury brand,
Yeah.
and I don't want to shift my production outside of Jaipur.
Yeah.
Whatever is getting imported to Jaipur, whatever is getting in Jaipur, I would just want to extract it from there.
Yeah.
Not want to get anything from outside. Although, of course, I'm working with fabrics which are imported, which are from outside, but still supporting businesses which are doing that in Jaipur.
Yeah.
So, stuff like that, and it's just fun.
Yeah. And if you can share your craft with a million other people who eventually make it sustainable,
Yeah.
then I think that itself is sustainability, right? So
Yeah, but we also believe in like having a small house production. We don't want to expand over the time.
with your workshops, I was saying.
Yeah, with the workshops. Oh yeah, so
like teaching everyone to
So-
make.
that's like our kind of a philanthropy
Okay.
that we want to learn and invest in research. So that's what Hina Agrima does. Every year when we do a collection, we're investing in a craft and how it can be done with natural dyes. We are not doing natural dyes just for the idea of selling it as a sustainable option, but for me as an artist as well, not just a designer, it is very important to have my own medium. Like some people like watercolors, some people like oil paints. So I love natural dyes.
Yes.
And through that, we reach out to so many villages, so many people who want to learn it, but in their own way. Like some people want to learn it for weaving, some people wanted to learn for fabrics, some people want to learn it for paper. So you can't stop people from learning it, and we don't gatekeep. So that's what we keep flowing in. It's a mixed space. My studio is my temple. I love my studio. We've made our studio like a really tiny artistic space where we don't call our workers as labor. We call them as people like Poonam, Pooja, Tanu, Anu, all these people. They've learned natural dyeing. They can read, they can write properly. We've taught them how to make recipes, how to make artistic pieces from like zero, like collecting all the waste that is kept in the studio. So we have a waste management system happening at the studio in the basement. We've collected all the materials from the last 2.5 years. It's all kept with me. We even posted that as a reel. Got like a crazy traction through that. And and now recently we've been building more and more pieces from that waste. We call it the patina patches. It has a name. Everything in my studio has a name. I'm very attached to everything. And everyone keeps building things in my studio. It's
I love it.
Yeah. So that's what we do.
So, what are some backlashes and stereotypes do you think exist primarily in this industry? Like, for example, when I told a lot of people I was going to go and study fashion, their first initial reaction was, oh, so you're just doing a tailor's job. Oh, so you're just doing like something I can like just stitching clothes, etc. So, but I was like, that's not what it is. There's so much more to anything that's related to fashion. So, what's something like that you have faced?
For us, it's not like so much fashion related, but in terms of sustainability. our own parents were super skeptical. Like, why you're working with waste? Like, you save so much time and effort if you work with like new materials and all.
And that it'll be cheap. That you're working with this. They're like, oh, sab log fake rahe, so you will just, you don't have to pay for material, but that's not true. Because you have to take way more steps to get the material. You have to source it firstly, which is very difficult. The second being, you have to clean all of that, you have to process it, and you have to test it out a lot of times to kind of know if the color is bleeding. Because you don't know where the fabric's coming from actually. So if it's bleeding, if it's bleaching with sunlight, like there's like rounds of testing that you have to do, and then you have to go like give it for laundry so that it like gets fully cleaned. Because if it's anything that's coming on your body or anything, people are a little bit more skeptical towards buying that type of stuff. So you have to take those extra precautions and steps. And then obviously because and the other thing being that when we're making any of our things, the process is kind of ulta, because when you're like designing with new fabrics, you make a design and then you'll go look for the material. For us, it's ulta, because we get the material and then we kind of look at all the material, like, oh, itne pieces ka, ye 10 piece hai. Yeah, like we have to get super creative with like what we're going to make out of it, with our quantities as well. Because if we've made something and we never find that fabric again, we're never going to be able to make that design again. So it's like there's like many layers to working with waste and developing products with waste. So I think that is something that people kind of don't know about at all.
What goes behind the process.
Yeah, that's why we did it thoda intentionally, so that maybe if you like the thing first and then you like already like it, uske baad tumko pata chalta hai ki this is made of like waste and stuff, then maybe it softens your perception about what it's like to have a product that's made of discarded materials. Then you won't think, oh, ye to kachre se banaya. Like, then they don't think that.
But
so
currently, I think people are getting more aware of the whole thing and liking the idea, in fact.
Yeah, like on the contrary, that's what I feel, because we work with like extensive waste, like these flowers are also all made out of waste at the end of the day. I mean, we work with extreme applique and stuff. But because we add so much of artistry to it, that people don't realize that it's waste. Number one. So instead of a backlash, because for me, by family also, I've never faced it, because I'm in the 4th generation working in this. My dadaji was also doing this. My great grandfather was also into cloth. My dad was also into this. I'm also into this. So
legacy baby right here.
Oh, it was not a brand. So my father's father came from Sindh, Pakistan to Jaipur. He was an alumni of JG School of Arts. He did block printing, like learning how to make blocks and stuff from there. And then he started making his own blocks. He made saris for Indira Gandhi. And before that, in Sindh, Pakistan,
She was into very pretty saris, some of them. No?
Every time she used to come to Jaipur, they used to give her a sari. And before that, my great grandfather, my father tells me, because I don't know, but he tells me that he used to dye stuff. And he also used to tell me, because there was a place in Pakistan called Larkana. That's where they used to do a lot of cloth thing used to happen. Ajrak.
But even now, Pakistan textile is amazing, actually.
So, but then after the partition, they came here and everything happened.
And Jaipur also.
And because my grandfather used to work with blocks, so he realized that block printing would be a very good place to begin with in Jaipur. Because since forever, 1800s, people have done exceptional work in Jaipur with blocks. So that happened. So I've never really faced like a stereotype, but actually we've broken stereotypes. People come to me and they buy my things and be like we don't even tell them that it's plant dyed. We don't even tell them that it's made out of waste. We actually use the USP of actually making it look cool.
That's products are really cool.
That's why people want to buy it. And then after that, we make them aware. Once they love the product and they know that, oh, कचरे से बना है. हमें तो कभी पता ही नहीं चलता है कचरे से बना है. So actually अभी कुछ अच्छा हो रहा है थोड़ा. इतना बुरा नहीं है जितना पहले हुआ करता था.
Awareness now
बहुत ज़्यादा है.
of how to save the environment, especially with the millennials and the Gen Z.
Like I think because I come from like a millennial side of the picture. Gen Zs have done an excellent work at spreading awareness about
Yeah.
how things work in the industry, how bad it is.
Yeah.
People are constantly like, Gen Zs, no.
They're not here to take shit.
They're not here to
Yeah.
take shit, and I love that about them.
Yeah.
They're so good with like communicating. So
Yeah.
I think that has spread a lot of awareness about things.
And I think they are a little sympathetic as well towards
Yeah.
things which, are like people waste if it is used or whatever. They are kind of
Like they're not
liking
gonna
it.
put
So
their
much
money
And they will
behind
promote
something
that
they don't
product.
agree with.
in fact.
And I think we're also very sensitive to what
Yes,
we consume
the right
in our
word
body
is
and like
sensitive.
like touch our skin, etc. Because we're so aware of everything. Like
Also, where you put your money.
yeah, like we're so aware of what all we are feeling inside, what's happening around us. So I think sensitive is the right word. Okay, let's go a little into how every brand started, what that journey was like. So if anybody wants to start, tell me about your early days of your brand. Tell me the story of your first 100 orders.
When we started, we kind of didn't know that this is what we wanted to do. It was more of like a
We
pilot.
wanted to start a business on it.
So we had gone sourcing one day and we were just like looking for waste, and we found these swatches of jo furnishing ka hota hai na. Like, but these were all like very vintage looking pieces, and they were just like 60 swatches. And we were like, bro, this is amazing. Let's take it. But we had no idea what we were gonna do, and they were like itna size ka. So then we started like
barely 1/4 of a meter.
yeah, so we just started figuring out what all we can do with that kind of waste, because we wanted to make a few pieces of one thing, because waste ke sath when you're working thoda chota hi quantity banta hai, but we wanted to ensure ki thoda to at least a few we can make. So we made like 30 caps, and it was the first time we were manufacturing anything in Mumbai. And
Like 2 types of caps we made, like 30 of one design and 30 of another design, all with those same swatches.
And the scraps, like it had like straps and all attached to it, so all of them were also coming from different manufacturing units ka cutting pieces and
You know
all
that long strip jahan pe the selvage ke
Like the
edge
bottom.
fuzzy part comes
Yeah.
out. Those we got all of those and made all the straps.
We made those caps and we were so excited. We were just like, wow, it's possible to manufacture stuff and make stuff out of waste. It was like our first proof of concept.
And those caps also.
Yeah, they sold out immediately. So it was like, okay, great. Proof that this whole thing works. Like, let's make more. So then we started making bags after that, which is this ye wala bag that we made.
Wow.
So these bags also, we made like 100 of them. And that's when we actually learned a lot of things about, how do you work with scale, how many pieces, like color options, size
Scale
options.
was a small scale, but for
Yeah.
us it was like a lot.
Yeah, even 100 pieces felt like a lot
But it
for us. Yeah, it was.
You had to work a lot.
Yeah.
on it, right?
And like the bags, like no two of them were alike because we were only finding really small pieces of material. But then we changed a lot of things in our process after those two. That was just like a test.
Yeah, that was
Just
like
to kind of gauge ki, okay, how do you, because even running the business has to be like sustainable. Like for us, we didn't have like Sundays and all back then. We were just like, you guys don't have Sundays? Even now? Bro.
काम तो कर दिया है.
So you can have Saturday and Sunday, bro.
I don't have a Saturday or a Sunday.
Don't do it anymore.
Maybe.
Work all 365 days, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a business owner, you're basically, even if it's an off day, my
You're
brain is still on.
Yeah.
Like, there is no like
Thinking.
off
I
day
have
like
to
that.
commute for my business. My house is right upstairs.
That's best.
I'm in my house.
It's the best. If my father's a Sindhi, so he says कि अगर आपकी business में आप
Business में.
commute में time waste कर रहे हो, मतलब आप अपने पैसे गंवा रहे हो. So
Wow.
yeah, so the area that I live in Jaipur, that area is like made with 100% people who are doing business. Okay? All of them have their houses upstairs, and all of their businesses are downstairs.
Wow, that's like their whole life. Like
You just walk.
businessman
It's
lifestyle.
there in Jaipur in many houses, isn't it?
And the mapping was also like intersecting, so people can come from 4 directions, meet and talk and exchange.
Wow.
Yeah. So Jaipur, that is the reason why Jaipur has so many businessmen. व्यापार बहुत prominent है वहाँ.
Yeah.
And I think these natural dyes and blocks and etc.
Crazy. Yeah,
Jaipur is the hub.
Yeah.
Natural इसके लिए तो नहीं है. Bagru is very contaminated now.
Is it?
Extremely. You have to really find people who are doing it. But Jaipur is like a hub for textiles.
You mean it's all machine driven?
No, it's all synthetic. Because it's much more simpler in terms of processes and the numbers of processes.
They deal a lot in cottons, isn't it?
No, but that is a very different sector from that's textiles.
Okay.
I'm talking about the dyes.
Yeah, okay.
Natural dyes. Yeah.
So tell us about your first 100 orders.
I don't know when that happened. To be very honest, I'm not gonna lie about it.
That's a flex.
How come?
It's not a flex because I'm not the one who's taking care of it. I'm
Okay.
missing.
Okay.
It's like a girl-driven brand, right? And both of us have been like very dreamy about our brand. शुरू में तो हम पर्चे भी नहीं लिखते थे कि आज
Real.
Just ran the business based on vibes. For
Like,
like
I have to thank my guy friends who were like, तुम बिल नहीं काट रहे हो, ये क्या कर रहे हो? एग्जीबिशन में आए, मैं और अग्रिमा बेच रहे हैं, कैश ले रहे हो, डाल रहे हैं.
Those who started do it.
My guy friends, they visited us and they don't care that हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं. They only care कि कितना पैसा कमाया.
That's what my brother
Such a guy thing to do, right?
Every morning he wakes up and says, so are you earning today? Are you making money? And I said, no, not for the next year. Just don't ask.
So my guy friends and they're like, वो नोटिस कर रहे हैं, कुछ बोल भी नहीं रहे हैं. बिल तो काट दो यार. ये क्या करा तुमने तो बेच दिया. तुम्हें पता कैसे चलेगा कि तुमने ये प्रोडक्ट इतने का बेचा था और ये कितने बेच दिए? इसी के मल्टीपल्स बेचोगे तो प्रॉफिट कैसे पता चलेगा?
नहीं पता.
मैं और अग्रिमा के दिमाग में वो वाली साउंड चल रही चर इवन लाइक कि अच्छा ऐसा भी करना होता है. एंड फॉर 10 years constantly we both of us were fighting with our parents कि we want to become artistic fashion designers. Don't push us into merchandising, don't push us into export and all of that because they see big money, big numbers, right?
Yeah.
Once you get into the artistic side of fashion, the money reduces at least for the first 10 years.
Yeah.
Once you make the name, then only it'll start flowing. Otherwise, you are like, you have to be in the game also, be disappointed and still be in the. You're crying and you're like, ले लो यार, कोई तो ले लो, चलाना ही पड़ेगा 10 साल. So that keeps happening. So yeah, I never realized कि 100 कब हुए. हमारी तो शायद पर्ची ही नहीं कटी हुई है.
Yeah, bro.
No, we are. Trust me.
Like in terms of operation.
Just because people on Instagram is loving my stuff, I have to tell this to people. Just because if someone has a good following does not mean that they are earning like giant amounts of number. You cannot accumulate that to number success in terms of cash or money or monetary.
Yeah, not like money in terms of like operation.
But
Like, you have a
numbers
big
are also
operation.
different for everyone. I
Yeah.
mean, what you think is really huge may not be the
हाँ,
same
ये
for
बात भी
another.
हो सकती है. मैं शायद थोड़ी लालची भी हो सकती हूँ. I don't know, man.
Like what might be small for you would be
Might
like
be
massive
massive
for
for
us.
us.
And Karika's must be the happiest people in the world getting that X amount of money.
They are very happy because वो तो
काम
उन्हें
करता है.
actually क्या हुआ ना, like हुआ क्या है that both of us, because we've seen how we were working in Milan, right? And because we but we studied in Milan for such a long time. So when we were working there, we realized कि so much of attention goes not just into paying people, but making them comfortable.
Yeah.
It's everything's not
100%.
calculated through money.
Yes.
But now when people come in my studio, like my workers,
Yeah.
छोटी मोटी बहस हो जाती है, and if they leave also, after 1 month they're like, मैम सुनो, एडजस्टमेंट नहीं हो रहा कहीं और, वापस बुला लो यार.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that is
That's
how
when
it
you know that they liked working there.
Yeah.
Yeah, super important. At least what I tell people I work with is that you should like working from, and you should like what you're doing. If you're gonna be unhappy around it, I don't want to put you through that.
That energy
Yeah.
is so draining because instead of
affects
creating something, you are putting your energy into figuring out that why is this person unhappy,
Yeah.
and that's not my job to do.
Yeah.
How will we retain them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
But that
gets
is part
to-
of the job. Like we also have to, let's say, two girls are beefing, and they're not talking to each other. So then when they could have been teaching each other something, they're like, usko bol, mere ko wo bag de.
Like,
Or like,
मेरा बैग
मेरे
अलग
यहाँ
से
पे भी
रखो,
हो।
उनका बैग अलग से रखो, मेरा क्वालिटी अलग है, ऐसे
Like-
like
because
problems
then that
happen.
affects the whole thing. So like keeping the vibes
Fortune.
ये
good
जो
is very
बैकग्राउंड में
important.
HR करना होता है ना,
Yeah.
oh my god.
If you have a team, you have to do HR.
So that's we started with one tailor. Then that tailor ended up getting his daughter. Then that daughter got her sister. Then we got like a friend of the tailor. Then the friend got that friend also. Sorry, no, they're very very young. And then
I mean, that's same family, right?
and then that's how we
Daughter,
expanded. Then one brother
Cousin
came.
हो सकती है.
फिर वो अपने भाई को ले आया, फिर वो अपने भाई को ले आया, 3 भाई एक साथ काम करते हैं.
Wow.
That's so nice.
Love that.
Yeah,
It's not
business.
क्योंकि मना करना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. It becomes very tough to say no.
Like how do you say yes to her and not to me?
Sorry.
Like how do you say yes to
Expand
one
your
person and you didn't say yes to this person?
I don't say no to anyone. That's why I make my conversations very smart.
And that's what she said.
That's
that I must say.
that's the art of a person who comes from business.
You know how
You
to
never say no, but you make sure that you don't say yes to the wrong thing.
Okay, noted.
We'll have a separate dinner just to learn these tactics.
Yes.
Tell us all your
I'm learning a
secrets,
lot,
bro.
actually.
You guys, what are you even
Crash course. How to say no.
How to business.
how to say yes?
How to say yes.
So you told us a little bit about how your core tribe was founded by your one tailor who kept expanding.
Yeah, man, that tailor deserves recognition. His name is Pramod Mishra,
Okay.
and he used to work in Delhi for a very long time. Then he came to Jaipur, and I think without that person believing in us, because tailors want work constantly,
Yeah.
but that dude, he really wants to like work with like good things, man. These people who are making us, and when I look at Mumbai also, यहाँ पे लोग आते हैं कहते हैं कितना slum है. ये slum की वजह से ही ये buildings हैं.
Yeah.
नहीं तो नहीं खड़ा होता बॉम्बे आज, right?
Correct.
So that's what I feel about this entire situation, and because of that one man believing in my products, because it takes so much time to stitch organza, he didn't give up. He's like, नहीं मैम करेंगे, 8 बजे तक रुक के फिनिश करके जाऊंगा.
Yeah.
कभी नहीं आके बोला कि एक्स्ट्रा दो.
हाँ.
हम ही देते हैं कि नहीं आप लो,
हाँ.
क्योंकि हम नहीं चाहते यार वो छोड़ के जाए. You know what I mean? His entire family works with us now.
Wow.
His wife,
That's
his
lovely.
son, 2 daughters. I love it. It's a picnic every day.
So that's your core team.
Yeah.
Howard is you, right? So what's everybody's core team story? How did you get that first team going and be like, this is who I'm gonna trust? Obviously, you guys found each other.
Yeah.
And you found your other co-founders.
Yes.
So,
We are a family, so it was not to look far.
but
So,
still, look
all
left
of
and
us-
right is still easier than looking nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. But we decided together.
Yeah.
In fact, my daughter wasn't with us at all. Only my sisters and I. Priti also joined for a while. She helps us with a lot of things. Parul and I decided. But yeah, there was nothing really to look for anybody. Then slowly my daughter joined us. And we found this Karigar, one single person. First, we had him, like at my clinic, there's more space. So we made him sit there. We sat with him, did the design. Then it slowly expanded. But then, of course, it was not feasible to have them at the clinic. So then,
This is at the clinic.
there are 5 rooms there.
Okay.
So one of them was utilized for this.
Wow.
And yeah, then we found, I mean, he, for some reason, he was not true to the business. Not really business, but true to the work that we were doing. And so there was no accountability, there was no timeline, nothing. So we looked for others. Now currently the guy we found for so many years, he was only one person managing 3 or 4 of them. Now he is looking after, we have 10 about just for embroidery. and of course for tailoring and other things, sometimes machine work.
How big is your team?
Like I said, we have 10 karigars, and other than that, a couple of tailors and a couple of people doing machine work. See, ours is not that.
I also have 15 people.
But
Your whole team is
nahi
15
hai.
people.
What? So, and he looks after.
Like hand and machine.
Good part is कि whoever's working with him and the people he is overseeing, I mean instructing, whatever, after we give him the design, he takes good care of them. You know, anytime they require money also, he's kind of very happy if something is done for them. That's a nice thing about him. Maybe that's the way to retain people also.
Yeah.
Because we are happy to help him, but he is also wanting his other team, I mean his team, to be looked after well, which is a good thing. We like it. So every time we do something for him, we also do something for them. And if they need something, he'll always ask. Now currently he's building his house. We're helping him do that. So, and that's nice. I mean, in a small way, whatever we can do for them.
There's so much positivity in this business you're running. Like in all of yours, but like I feel like it's exuding with positivity.
But that's the reason why we are doing it, because all of us are in a better space currently. So that's not the idea of earning. But it's giving us a lot of joy. So, that's the way it's.
Joy matters, matters a lot.
We should be happy. I mean, sometimes, we overdo things in the sense, do a lot many pieces that we can sell. So then my sister says, no, but we are enjoying it. We are seeing that the karigars get enough work. So it's
Beautiful.
it's good.
I like it.
So that's it's keeping us happy. Doing something other than what you're doing normally, and seeing that people around you also grow.
What about you?
What
about
we had a crazy
team?
we had like the ups and downs while building this team. When we started, it was just the two of us. We used to make all the stuff.
2 years it was just us.
Slowly we hired one production manager, and then we asked our production manager to go around and look for people in and around, because first we used to manufacture outside, like in Dharavi and different places around Bombay, but then we weren't getting the quality, we weren't getting the finish, so we were like, okay, we need to get a team in-house now, and we'll give them training. And at that point we were like, it doesn't matter if you know how to stitch, if you know how to do handwork, if you're just interested in this, like you like doing this type of work, you are interested in learning new things, we'll train you, we'll teach you everything. So we started looking everywhere where our studio is, which is in Andheri East. And literally she was going like door to door and looking for women. Like, bro, you
It's like asking everyone,
this.
किसी को interest है काम में, हम दे देंगे training.
Like she'll show the samples. Yeah, so
करना ही पड़ता है.
like literally door to door gaye, and then
But it's an idea.
and then we found like 2 women, and they've like, one of the ladies is still with us. She's been our first employee and the longest. Like she has insane handwork.
Like she's so good.
She's just so good.
her
She
name?
just knows.
Prachi.
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 And-
Shout out to Prachi.
Yeah, shout out.
So
And so basically what happened in our team after slowly as we started hiring more people is that we became more and more sure that we wanted to have an all women's team. But at that time we knew that in the starting, but we were like really concerned because we weren't able to find female master Gs, and
Oh my god.
like working hours are difficult
But they're
for
there.
women. They're there.
females.
That's what we realized later.
And they're very intelligent.
Really good. Absolutely amazing. So we had one master G, and he had like a very sad story that happened. Was he worked for 6 months with us, and while he was working, we kind of didn't realize what was the problem. We were like, he started working and the work was great, but by the end of just like in 6 months, his like quality, speed, everything had reduced so much that we were not able to like understand why it's happened. And okay, chop this part out. Anyways, so we basically established a full women team after he left, and yeah, a lot of since we work
Yeah,
with
and then
women,
the girls just like have fun.
we have like
Together,
I
but
think
they're like young, so then they either get married or they have babies, and they go. So like the team is kind of like rotating all the time.
we have like
and-
6 women right now.
Yeah, but we've had like 3 Juvie Studio babies.
Yeah, it's a different production house.
Yeah,
It's fun.
yeah.
yeah.
And they're all fun questions.
so they're efficient. I think the
Yeah,
younger
yeah,
lot.
No, even the older ones are also like
Yeah,
Like, we can
yeah,
be
but
Older ones are
like
very
the kind
patient
of
with like boring work.
whatever
Mm,
you
yeah.
are doing.
Younger ones are like feisty.
Yeah, enterprise.
अब ये हो गया मैम कुछ और दे दो Irritating हो रहे हो।
So yeah, and one great thing about all the women is that they want to learn more. They're just like,
Yeah.
okay, ये सीख लिया next. आप मेरे को लैपटॉप चलाना सिखाओ, मेरे को ये सिखाओ, मेरे को शीट्स चलाना सिखाओ. I'll do this for you. I'll do that. Like very like enterprising, very like they're very innovative also when they're like we tell them कि okay we want this. We'll show them like a sketch or something. They'll be like okay I'll try it in my way now. Like तुमने अपना way बता दिया ये नहीं चला अब मैं अपने try से. So like they're damn excited about this type of work and like that's what kind of gives us like it's like a good balance between like
Sharing
you know,
and receiving and
yeah. Like
And
they also
every
feel
time
each
some
other.
new person comes, then the people who are there from before, they'll teach them whatever tips and tricks they figure out to do the job in the most efficient way, and they like
That's nice.
and they like share with each other. And
It's so nice to build like this community of like
Yes.
learning.
Yeah.
There's so much knowledge to spread around, regardless of where you come from and you grow, what you do. Everybody wants to know the knowledge you have, and I want to share it and I want to get new knowledge.
yeah,
So I think not only women-led businesses, because obviously women want to know so much more. Like men are little. You can cut this out, but men are little like baseline. Like they don't want to know more. They think they know everything, but like women want to know everything. I
Yeah.
think that's a
Yeah.
beauty in itself.
we also make it a point like to get people who are curious to try new things, because at one place I can understand you just want to go do your job and just get your money and go home, but like then there are other types of people who are like, okay, I'm doing my job, I'm getting money also, but I also want my brain to get tickled.
Yeah.
Like, and then for at least for our business it helps for people to be like that, because our products are so like a little bit unconventional to make, so it helps to have like people who are curious, their nature only is sort of curious. So
Another thing of working with women is that we kind of adjust around the timings because they have responsibilities that go beyond, like, as compared to men. If to run the house, they're the primary caretakers for everyone in the family and, all of that. So we kind of like work around all of those things, and that's why all our women are kind of like very chill. Like they know कि जब बहुत बड़ा order आने वाला है or something, they'll be like, it's fine, I'll stay up till late, we'll all stay here, we'll finish the work, don't worry.
Yeah.
And then when they need to go, like family emergency or something, they'll just inform us like, hey, we're not going to be available from this to this date, so you all manage. Or like, you tell me what the work is, you tell me before, I'll take it home and I'll
So
finish
happy
it
to hear this
extra.
because this happens there also.
Yeah.
Both of us, me and Agrima, like, अब क्या करें भाई?
Yeah.
that's what planned it,
That's what we've
because
told.
that's life.
But if they tell you prior,
No, like
It just works
emergency
out.
भी होता है, so they also exactly know how we work and how we function. So they'll be like, okay, we know that you have this much urgent work. Why don't we do one thing? You pack all of this stuff. We'll take it home. We'll stitch it at night and we'll send it to you in the morning before we leave. Which is great.
Yeah.
Like, they also know कि इतना काम करना है, they'll get it done.
Actually, currently, because of so much of technology, apart from that, woman empowerment has really given such a boost to all women to get out, get over their inhibitions and try and learn new things.
Yeah.
do
I
more
think technology has played a massive role in this.
Yeah, for sure.
What is something that you thought wouldn't cost as much as it really did?
Running a business.
Having a studio, bro.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Having a space.
Yeah.
Before we even had a business, we were like, agar kaam karna, so we have to go somewhere else. Because we have so much material. And we were trying to work from our homes, but then our rooms were just filled with like bags of stuff. After a point, we couldn't. So then we got a space, and now half of our time goes in aquaguard ka, kuch canister change karo,
Maintenance. Yeah.
chair toot gaya, like
Constant maintenance of the space of your equipment, everything is like a huge expense. I mean, we wouldn't ever remove a studio because that's like how she said, like work is my temple. The studio is like our space to like really go off. So, but it's damn
it's
expensive.
like the space, like the idea of the brand, but in like a physical space.
Yes.
Like
This table is that for me. Because this is our dining table, and I always sit where you're sitting. And when I'm sitting in that chair, I'm like, okay, this is work mode, this is
Locked in.
you know, like there's nothing else that's distracting.
Yeah.
But I think for me, flowers was a big thing because for one of our exhibitions, I had to get flowers, and I was like, holy crap, like this is so expensive
Yeah.
for no use. And I was like, it's fine. Everybody imagine there are
Logistics.
flowers. It's a lot.
Yes, logistics are very
super expensive.
difficult sometimes.
The amount of
Especially when like we want to pay them well.
Yeah.
So, and you know, this whole business of putting it at 3x and 2x sometimes is also difficult.
Yeah.
And there's
Right.
so much competition. There's so many people who are willing to do cheaper work, and people want a change.
Yeah.
Like for instance, they want new things every other day.
Yeah.
So when I know very few people understand what goes behind handwork and so much of labor that goes behind a single piece. I'm sure, like even attaching this or that, the other, making it from waste, but it requires time. It requires
Everything requires time.
time and money. Both.
That's why it's very
amount of
important to
time.
understand where do you want to invest your time in.
Yeah.
But sometimes we wonder how people are able to sell it so cheap.
Because someone's getting
getting-
exploited, no? Someone's getting underpaid.
Maybe
That's the only way.
that's the
Yeah.
There's no other way. Because वो पैसा कहीं पे तो तुमने काटा है.
Someone.
तो
Either in the materials
और in the labor.
or
जनरल डिजाइन इंडस्ट्री के प्रोसेसेस को लेके अवेयरनेस इतनी कम
Yeah.
है.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even talking about. So to answer your question, I might not be able to answer it in the financial way because for me it did not come as a surprise. Because I saw a factory running since childhood.
Yeah.
So was very involved with my father's business as to कितना logistics है, export में कितना माल जैसे जा रहा है and all of that, कि कितना पैसा लग रहा है and all that. So always had that conversation. But when I even was studying after like almost 8 years of my life, and when I entered this field, आज तक भी when I'm making a new design and we're adding the input of a research, then we're transforming that research into like a tangible idea. That transformation from exploration की एक कपड़े से हमने ये सोचा कि इसके ऊपर जो फूल बना है इसका किसी ने खाका बनाया होगा. Somebody must have made that खाका. उसके बाद उसका ब्लॉक ट्रेस हुआ होगा. फिर लकड़ी छिली होगी. फिर छिलने के बाद वो गई होगी तो वो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन की So ये चीज पे किसी का ध्यान ही नहीं है.
Hundreds of little steps are.
Hundreds of little steps are going into this.
Huge.
Nobody's talking about this because they're like, आपने थोड़ा कम, हमारे पास भी आता, थोड़ा कम कर दो. ब्लॉक ही तो है. I'm like, कम तो मैं कर देती हूँ, but ब्लॉक ही तो है मत बोलो आप. डीमीन मत करो. कम इसलिए करवा रहे हो क्योंकि आप खरीद नहीं पा रहे हो और आपको चाहिए. पर ये बोल के कम मत बोलो कि यार ब्लॉक ही तो है.
क्योंकि ब्लॉक इतने सारे सामान
लाइक वो कितनी स्टेप्स से निकला है. बिकम दैट ब्लॉक.
और ब्लॉक के बाद भी that the dye and everything.
Yeah, the person, the technician,
The person, and
the skill you
I've seen that process.
do it.
I mean, it really takes time. They have to be so accurate in placing that. Even those small things, there are so.
So 2.5 years of spending on this kind of information that I've collected over the time, for me, I think what I felt would not cost so much is what I'm actually creating. Like my creativity,
Yeah.
it roots from that. If you're not thinking in that direction कि ये creatively तो बहुत cool लग रहा है, पर ये wearability पे या tangible product में 3D product में कैसा लगेगा?
That conversion from
That's
mind
so
to
true.
arms
Yeah,
is
that
most
is the
expensive.
most expensive thing
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
That's the most expensive thing that you can do.
I think you guys very nicely answered my tell me about supply chain question.
Like I said, it was never with the idea of business. So it was easy.
Yeah.
Okay, you know. But we were so fortunate. We started as Samarpan. It was a dedication to our father,
Okay.
who is our mentor, guru, everything, whatever you may say. So that's how we called it also Samarpan. And things just happened. People started loving our pieces. They like after so many years, they wear the same piece. They don't discard it.
I
And
mean, I saw your
shoulders.
fabrics and I was like, sold. I loved all of the ones you showed me.
Yes, I mean, we are fortunate. His grace that it's appreciated well.
Yeah.
Those who like traditional work, ethnic work,
Yeah.
they like it, and good handwork. If they understand, then because handwork तो कैसे भी होता है.
Yeah.
So that's what. So the first 100 pieces wasn't a difficulty at all. When people came to know, they always felt okay, it's not about not saying about ourselves, but that we were always well dressed.
Yeah.
So they thought whatever we sell also will be good.
Okay. Fashion being as crowded as it is, with everybody wanting to make clothes, everybody saying that I'm gonna grow up and become a fashion designer and start my own label. With that kind of crowded market, I would call it, what makes you competitive and what makes you really stand out in this kind of industry?
I mean, we're not in the fashion space as such, but
Access.
yeah. But that was a decision we made consciously because the fashion space is quite saturated. And also Akshay and I, like, we wear kafi like normal stuff only. Like 90% of the time we're in like pants and a t-shirt. So we were like,
But it's in comfort that creativity grows.
Yeah. But then it was how we accessorized, even back then, like when we didn't have any idea of making
Yeah.
a brand. That was what was made. That's what made us look a little interesting. Like we used to put stuff in our hair and
Like
used to
some
hang
weird
things
button
on our
you
bags
found.
and like put things on our clothing and tie things and all of that.
Wow.
And like
That time also we were kind of like hoarders. So we'd collect all our junk, like any junk, like
and
not just
everything would get
textile.
turned into
use
like
it.
Something like we'd make it into earrings. Like both of us individually also used to do that. Together also we used to do that. And every time we were in a textile studio, we'd just like go to the waste box because there's always on a chindi, katra and dala hua. Just like collect stuff to make something out of it. We wouldn't know ki kya banega usme se.
and it looks different. It ends up looking
Yeah.
like something fresh.
And something
also-
that excites both of us. Like, you see it, like, oh my god, gives you that feeling. That was like our baseline. Ki, okay, if something's not giving that feeling, it's
Scrap.
not getting made
Yeah.
only.
Like,
Like-
if it's something that you don't immediately want to put on your
Yeah, that's our
self your
test.
bag,
Yeah.
it's a flop.
That's also how I curate my exhibitions. If I want to buy that product, if I want to wear it, it's coming in my exhibition.
Yeah.
And I think of an average style, so hopefully that works out this model. But yeah.
And I think it wasn't coming from a place of, oh, I need to look a particular way. It was just coming from, I'm wearing it because I like
Love
it.
it.
Yeah.
My parents would be like,
Exactly.
ये क्या पहना हुआ है, ये कितनी अजीब लग रही है, ये वो है. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm wearing it and I'm feeling really happy about
Yeah.
it. Like, I don't care if it's trendy or not, or if it's like, it's making me look like a particular way.
I think even though the market is like quite saturated, I don't think at any point it'll be like khatam bhar gaya. abhi jagah nahi hai.
People
Like,
just want
because
more.
everyone, there's such tiny differences in everything. Like, maybe someone makes the same two things, but maybe I like someone's brand better than someone else's brand, or someone decided to make like a heart-shaped button instead of a square button, or like a circular button. Like, these tiny things, they actually make quite a big difference to like someone, because like she would buy a different white t-shirt and I would buy a different white t-shirt. It doesn't mean that whoever is making that stuff you know, like, it'll never be there's no space
Choices
for
are varied.
yeah, like it'll never be full.
Lack of options.
Yes.
No, like there's no it's not that there's not lack of options. I'd say if as a creator there's always going to be someone who wants what you're making. Like it'll never be
find your
someone
audience.
else has made it off so you can't make it anymore. It's just that you need to find your right product market fit. Like, it'll never get full is what I feel.
Very cool.
So actually, I personally think that you have to believe in your product and it will sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you have to love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Which all of us do.
Yeah.
We started with only whites and off-whites.
Wow.
So that's my daughter said that's what she loves, and so that's how we started. But it was a difficulty because every time some people came, we love your work, but we need more color. Because now there's most of the occasions are themed. So then, you know, you want a particular color, you want a particular design, whatever. So that's how we spread our palette to more vibrant colors as well. Still, we stick to pastels. Because that's what we love and that's what we like. So that's the thing. Otherwise, generally competition is there everywhere, and there should be some competition. Only that will make you grow.
Like
Otherwise, you
good.
get silent, and you want to keep growing. So you will start innovating, and we try to add different material, different, embroidery material. So of course, we keep up with time. We look at things around also, honestly, and try to put in our own stuff as well. So that's
Can you repeat the question once again?
even I got a list.
I was like, while I was answering, I was like, what were we talking about?
You spoke.
Oh, what was the
How do you stand out in this?
Okay.
I don't know actually.
I think I was doing a great job answering.
I don't know how to use that.
I think because as a child I always wanted to be an artist and I sketch a lot. I've been sketching for the past 25 years of my life.
I would love
Because
to see you.
my entire medium of expression since childhood, because thanks to my mom, was sketching on the walls. She allowed me to write on the walls. They were leaving a house in like 6 months when I was 2 years old. She told me that we were just gonna leave it in 6 months. So I told you, this is gonna get demolished. You're free to take crayons and write on the walls.
Wow.
So that's how I
Mercy.
learned my alphabets. That's how I learned my numbers. We used to write A, B, C, D and everything on the wall. And that particular thing remained in me till now, that I still feel like doing that. And instead of a wall, I draw on clothes. There are so many pieces that we sell. Nobody knows about this. Not much. We don't highlight it. Because we don't want to highlight all these things. These are very personal things to me. But I still go and the person who's making it will be like, ma'am, आओ बना लो. उसका कोई खाका नहीं होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा. वो बस एक drawing है जो पसंद है मुझे. I keep making it again and again. Like we'll make like there is this garden set that we have, which was like one of our best sellers. I think at that point when we released it, it's completely made out of waste with applique, and it's like this flower that I draw. It's a unique signature flower we have, and it has a stem. So every time they were making it, I think on over 15 pieces. I made it by hand. One day I had to unfortunately travel. तो उन्होंने खाका recreate कर ही लिया. तो that and I feel this is the reason why मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि please आओ करो मुझे replace. So I get to think beyond. So that it never scares me, to be very honest. I never even think about it. I always feel that number one is that we're putting in so much of steps in the middle, because this is literally from art to textile, from textile design to fashion design. These are 3 steps, 3 different processes. इनके लिए 4-5 teams लगती हैं जो हम 2 जने कर रहे हैं.
That's crazy.
उसके बाद photography भी हम कर रहे हैं. 90% of the photography that you see on my page and on my website is done by me and Akrama.
Wow.
And beyond that, editing and website is also what we are doing by ourselves.
So that's not true inspiration.
So हर चीज में इतना ज्यादा कैसे पर्सनलाइजेशन इतना ज्यादा है कि उसको कमर्शलाइज करना बहुत मुश्किल है.
उसको कॉपी करना भी बहुत
और उसको कॉपी करना भी बहुत मुश्किल है. कॉपी कर लो.
हाँ, but
कर लो, कर
same.
Can't copy the whole
No, the thing is that I want people to copy it. Why? Because more good products will enter the market. करो कॉपी, करो नेशनल डाइंग, करो एप्लिक, और वेस्ट यूज करो, बनाओ से.
Honestly, same for us also.
और चैलेंजिंग बनाओ इसको,
like
क्योंकि
that.
चैलेंजिंग होगा तभी इनोवेशन होगा.
Yeah.
Add them to the next wardrobe.
या
Exhibit.
अगर चैलेंजिंग नहीं होगा कोई चीज तो कुछ इनोवेट नहीं कर पाएंगे, क्योंकि एवरीथिंग इज एग्जिस्टेंट ऑलरेडी.
Yeah.
That's true.
Everything exists. Everything's been done over and over again. एप्लिक सदियों से होता हुआ आ रहा है.
Yeah.
बट हम उसमें अगर वेरिएशंस और वेराइटी नहीं देखेंगे तो यू गेट वेरी लेस ऑप्शन टू स्टैंड आउट. दिल भी लगे तो एक ही इंसान कर रहा है ना, हटाओ इसको, पूरे क्राफ्ट को ही हटाओ. बट इफ थाउजेंड्स ऑफ पीपल आर डूइंग एप्लिक फ्रॉम वेस्ट,
Yeah.
then
Winning.
I have a challenge to
But
win.
Isn't that the goal? Isn't that
Yeah, that's
like
the ultimate.
what we're doing in this?
That's exactly what I'm saying. कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग ये करें,
Yeah.
जिससे कि unsustainable businesses, non-conscious businesses also get into this idea. People say कि greenwashing है, ये है, वो है. I agree. I know. But at least एक उम्मीद तो है कि लोग सोच रहे हैं.
Yeah.
कि उनको
ज़्यादा
चाहिए
creation
ऐसे.
की वजह से कितने लोगों को sustainable fabrics के बारे में पता चला.
Yeah.
हम बहुत जगह सुनते हैं that हम उनकी बुराइयां सुनते हैं, पर मुझे लगता है that अगर कोई बता रहा है इनके बारे में तो एटलीस्ट
Yeah.
वो ही बात बहुत बड़ी है.
But that's the point of conversations like this,
Yeah.
the mix up, where you talk about issues that you really feel affected by. Like now you're actually saying, I want people to do copy my, not exactly copy your designs, but use more waste, make more items, go challenge
I-
waste limit,
yeah.
go
I
beyond.
really want healthy competition to exist in India. Because of that, Indians will have more talent.
Yeah.
And definitely
They
there's
do have,
so much
yeah.
potential.
They already have so much
They
potential.
Potential here. Somebody just needs to pump that extra, either it's funding, creativity, whatever it is, needs to just pump it in and it'll boom like
Yeah.
crazy. And there's so much to do.
Yeah.
There's so much to take within our land itself. Like look where our block printing is coming from. All these insects and birds, everything is like
Yeah.
so rooted in India that there's so much to discover. I think
Yeah.
everyone needs to look within for a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
We don't repeat. We rarely repeat a piece. We just feel okay, let's innovate
Yeah.
every time we do a piece.
Yeah.
Otherwise, maybe our business is like that. I mean, you know, we are not into bulk
Yeah.
orders and stuff like that. We customize, we do trousseaux, everything. But yeah, we rarely repeat.
I think that's a great segue onto my next question, which is okay, with sustainability being such a buzzword, what does it mean to you in your everyday lives?
Yeah, I think basically we didn't want to injure life. That was our main thing. That use fabrics, give them whatever they get, even with those silk fabrics which
Yeah.
kill worms, etc. We didn't want to do that, and that things can still work out. That was our thought. And yes, protecting the environment. That's it.
I mean, if somebody comes and says, Anusha, you're doing sustainability, which equals save the world, save the ozone layer, etc., I'm gonna be like, this is not my job. I'm gonna do every single thing I can in my power to put that one drop in the ocean, but I can't do that. What I can do, and what I do actually do, and I believe in, which is why it's so easy to do, is any fabric given to me, I use it. Any garment given to me, I use it till it's rag material. Then I use it for a pocha, and then something else. Or then, you do it, it says donation drive. You give it as much life as it can, and you just use it until you can't use it anymore. And that for me is sustainability. Not because in real life, if somebody says, okay, you can't cycle to all the places you go to, walk to every place, sure, that's possible in places like Europe, US, etc. But here, realistically, it's not possible, right? However idealistic it sounds, it's great, but not everybody can do that. So do things within your control, but do it to the best of its abilities, which is also what TMW is about in terms of you guys are already making amazing clothes, right? I don't need to sit here and make any more clothes because one, I don't have the talent.
And accessories.
Yeah, and accessories. I don't know the talent. I don't want to create more things in this world. I just want all of you beautiful talents to come together, and I want to represent you guys the best I can. So that's all sustainability is for me.
I don't know. I feel like I've always like the thing that you said. He use something as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that. And I also love like junk. I don't know if that's like particularly sustainable, but I just be picking up stuff
But that's amazing.
from like anywhere. But then the moment you start looking at something with a different perspective, no, it's not that thing anymore. It's like a whole other thing.
Yeah.
I guess that is how I practice sustainability. Like nothing is like waste in my mind.
Don't waste.
I think that's a great method of life. See anything you want from a different perspective, and it's something completely different. It works with people also.
Yeah. Facts.
Recycled people.
Don't get back with your ex.
And everything in my house is प्लेट पे ये एक दाना क्यों छोड़ दिया है? खाओ, खाना पड़ेगा, फेंक नहीं सकते. So that is where the idea of sustainability comes in, enters the space. No waste, right? Then I have a Sindhi father. Community. वो एक लाइन कहते हैं लोग, सिंधी बड़े चिंदी होते हैं, कुछ वेस्ट नहीं करते, पैसा, घर में कपड़े, कुछ नहीं वेस्ट जाता हमारे घर में. तो मम्मा का typicalness and my dad's community is what has contributed to sustainability in my mind. And then at the end of it, what I feel is कि because we've read, as a designer, we were so exposed to this entire idea of sustainability so much that has ultimately impacted my mind into thinking कि यार पर like I used to love McDonald's का आलू टिक्की, right? Oh my god, that's the best burger I've ever eaten so far. Even after eating really gourmet burgers and stuff, best burger ever. But then because the awareness is so high that I can't just like go and eat that. Same things, we just met like today. She told me that it's her real nails that she's wearing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but for me it's not possible to grow real nails because I'm like sketching most of the time, right? मेरा बहुत मन करता है that just for a function I just go and pick like and do acrylic nails. But because of the awareness is sustainability. The more aware you are about what's happening, not just to the environment, what it's doing to you, what it's doing to you, the impulsiveness that these things create, the things that we lack most of the time these days, patience, concentration. All of this is sustainability at the end of the day. The more people concentrate, the more we use social media less I love social media,
But I hate it.
but I hate it also. I love it, but I hate it. Right?
Yeah.
And when you start living in real life, once you remove the real from your reality, it becomes like, oh my god, what have I been doing? You enjoy cooking. So ultimately, you don't end up spending money on Swiggy, which gets plastic boxes.
Yeah.
Because you're living life. The more life you live, the more sustainable you are.
Yeah.
Because, how she said, enjoying life. जो लोग चीजों को एंजॉय नहीं करते वो सबसे ज्यादा कचरा क्रिएट करते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि उन्हें कहीं पे भी सेटिस्फैक्शन नहीं है. सस्टेनेबिलिटी रूट्स फ्रॉम सेटिस्फैक्शन. Sustainability roots from happiness.
Just as
Thought-provoking, huh?
So it's very
She spoke.
That's so
Really
true.
thought-
Yeah.
That's so true.
so it's very important to think about all these things at the end of the day.
We all think about it, but to put it to words, which she did, very nice.
She put it so nicely also.
Very nice.
Clear.
Yeah.
So awareness, I mean, for my personal sustainability, my conscious approach towards this is awareness for self, and then everything else is sustainable. जहाँ फीलिंग्स अटैच हो जाएंगी वहाँ आप कचरा नहीं
जब
फैलाओ.
खुद करते हो तो आजू बाजू
किसी भी टाइप का इमोशनल कचरा, no emotional baggage on others also.
That's so true.
And on ourselves also. And प्लास्टिक का कचरा, कपड़ों का कचरा, फास्ट फैशन का कचरा कुछ नहीं फैलाओगे. ये ड्रेस आपको अच्छी लगेगी, थोड़ी सी फट गई यार, ठीक कर लेती हूँ, ये बहुत पसंद है. Right? That's it. It's very easy.
That is
Well done.
Yes, I thought it was very well said.
It itched on my brain.
Yeah.
It needed to be itched. Thank you. What is your advice? If you had to give advice to your younger self, what would it be? So if you had
I've been in the company of 20s. That's a different matter.
to, is rubbing off on you, you look 20.
It's rubbing up on me in terms of your thought process.
What do you think
Yeah.
about us?
अरे वही तो 18
Question
समझती हूँ मैं.
Wow.
Like, what do you think about the 20s right now from your perspective?
वो जरा सोचने दो.
End में.
She didn't message it to us. You guys are awesome.
No, not at all. I like this. I think you've conducted the whole meeting or whatever you call it really well. The questions are good. The people around are good. Everybody has been very fluid as well as intelligent in their answers, and I have learnt a lot.
Yeah.
Personally, I love your confidence. And a lot of your statements are very thought-provoking.
Thank you so
I'm sure all of us at some point have thought of all those, but you kind of expressed it, and that's what makes sense, I think. No?
because we had a lovely
Yeah.
conversation. You guys
No, I
provoked
think
to it.
it's you made the whole thing so
you've
easy
done a very good job.
and comfortable.
Yeah.
So it was easy to speak, it was easy to interact. I love what you all are doing, and you know the small things that you've taken care of. And everybody's had issues, problems, whatever to start with or ongoing, whatever. But how everybody has mastered those and moved forward.
With your brand.
And I think that you people can do much better than what we can. Although I don't think that
Being
being not at all. I mean, I'm really telling you, okay, it's so much to learn, and I'm not saying I won't. Despite my age, I will incorporate all those ideas, thoughts, everything. So, but you all have that drive and the zest to do things better, faster, newer. So, yeah.
So with your brands, moving forward, what's the goal? What's the aim? Like real time wise?
To start with, one, there are few different aims, like in different directions. One is like develop a huge factory where we are able to employ lots and lots and lots of women and give them training and, you know, give them all kinds of like, you have like a daycare
in the studio.
Like a little crash.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
you know, facilitate women to do the things that
Yeah.
they've wanted to, that
Make
they've
like spaces
not
for
been
them
given
to
the chance to do.
do that.
Yeah, like
upskill.
explore, upskill, which is one big
And-
thing.
Also like make all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah. Second is that, like, design wise, we want to like explore, like, you know, different techniques, new mediums, kind of be inspired by, like, you know, when we're developing a product, it's kind of coming from a place of like, it's like an inside joke, like, you know, oh, you like this, like, you know, she really likes cockroaches. You'll see them on her hand, like, you know, like we want to build like a universe.
So we made like
That's right.
all of these.
I love petrified.
I know, right?
I pick them out
Yeah.
and let them
And
scrub.
why is it that you're like cockroaches?
No, like, it's like these are the things that we've always liked. Like, you know, it's all around you. It's like Bombay mein wildlife or nature kya
They are
hai?
part
Like
of
this
our
one,
family.
like cockroach, lizard,
Chuha, rat, kawa.
like all of these things that people go through are like that.
Mumbai
We love
wildlife.
it. Like, this is what we've grown up around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A
So
concrete
that's also
jungle.
exotic.
Yeah. So all the things that kind of go unnoticed, that's like always around
Accept
you.
all the environment around you.
Yeah, like we want to highlight all those things in our design, in our work, in our entire practice. So that's the second aim, and the third being, yeah, personally, we want to like be able to make money doing the thing that we love doing. Like, this is our whole life. It's been our whole life since we started for last 5 years. Like, we want to make it reach a place where it's sustainable for us to be able to run this operation.
Yeah.
So that,
In the
and
beginning, we were not running it sustainably
at all.
for us as like humans.
Mm.
Like, we were
The
just like,
business was sustainable, but
mentally
yeah,
you
we
were
were
not.
like
no.
gone.
We were
Zombie.
like fried. Yeah, so that also, I think we're figuring that out now.
These are
And
good milestones.
the fourth aim being, we wanna use like all kinds of waste, like
Yeah, like
all the
waste,
junk,
plastic,
all of it. Like, you never have to
metal
use
waste.
a new thing ever, because there's just so much old stuff. You can just do like remake it into anything and everything. There's just no need to make new stuff, like from new materials. So those are the aims.
I like it.
I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Congratulations on this thought process.
Yes.
Takes a lot to reach to that level. Yeah. I can hear it in your voice.
We are very good at making khayali pulao.
No, but then if you don't think, then
No,
you
no.
will never
Unless you visualize it.
Yes.
How you
The dream is the most important.
reach.
talk about pulao. I get hungry. I love. It's my favorite thing in the whole world.
Number one goal personally for me, see for Agrima, I feel, oh yeah, I would like to include Agrima on this because it's like a company goal, right? So for Agrima, it would be most definitely money, because she does not just like the success of money, but she also is very talented in that sector. To manage money is also a talent. And I feel that she believes in managing money in the sense that, oh, we have this much money. Now she's not thinking that, oh, I have this much money, now I'm gonna go buy a Mini Cooper. She's gonna be like, we are saving this much money more than before.
Yeah.
Let's employ more people. Let's get more people on board. Let's find more people to do this, delegate this task. Maybe somebody can learn from us, blah, blah, blah. She's very good with that. So for her, it would be that. For me, it would be exclusivity. I want to get more exclusive. Because my goal is to remain. See, my goal is that I make 200 products a year and I reduce. I make only 100.
Is amazing.
I want to make 10. So people are like, man, she's only gonna make 10. I want to grab that one.
You're gonna be the next book.
I want to be an auction.
Yeah.
Walking auction. That she's gonna walk in that and I want that.
Put me on the waitlist, Shahina. Agrima products #1. If you make only 10, I want to be on that waitlist.
Because that's the entire idea of a conscious brand for me. That I don't want to imagine more things. I want that one piece is taking 3 months instead of 2.
Yeah.
I want to even elaborate it more. I want more people. I do want to hire more. I do want to expand more. but I want to create less.
Yeah.
And that can only happen when you are creating exclusive pieces. So I remain a small brand and yet I make that level of money
Yeah.
to sustain my brand.
Yeah. Like stay so refined that it takes you that X amount of
Yes.
time to make only such little
So
products.
So the goal is to travel around this country to learn more art forms, to understand and get exposed to more people in the villages who are doing these art forms truly. And then of course come back to my studio and be like, now I've learned a new medium. Now I want to sketch again.
Yeah.
So I sketch that out in my way. I use the power of my creativity. Because with creativity, you don't have to make more. With creativity, you can actually just make one and then
one
earn for the
improving.
rest of the entire life.
Yeah.
That's what artists do.
Yeah.
And I'm at the end of the day, हम artist लोग हैं. हम designers हैं, एक रूप में हैं. But ultimately वो रूप जो है वो एक facade है उस चीज का. उसको एक validity देने के लिए. देखो प्रोडक्ट बन गया है, पहन सकते हैं. पैसा कमा सकते हैं, लोग उसे यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं. That's also part of sustainability. When people are able to utilize your product in whatever sense, in whatever sense they want to, for aesthetic purposes, for recreational purposes, for wearing purposes, however they want to. But then, yeah, to create less is the goal. To create more exclusive is the goal.
So far, we've had only male karigars. Now we want to incorporate a lot of women so that they can also make a living. In some of the remote parts of the country, they really don't make enough or don't earn. If they have their financial independence, it would be nice for them. That is one. Second, we'd like to create clothes for the less fortunate so that they can also wear bespoke and feel good about themselves. Nowadays,
I love that.
everybody wants something new, something better. I mean, we see how jewelry has taken a transformation. Like artificial jewelry is doing far better than real because people want to
unique things
spot
now.
that. And that is affordable and the other one is not. And yeah, so we are totally inactive on social media. Maybe we get a little more tech savvy so that we can be, recognized, not we, but the karigars, the work that they are doing. And because we are now at the end of our lives, but somewhere, no, not like that. But so it's nice if we can do something for them.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So
I like the idea of giving, like how she said, the less fortunate. The idea of haute couture.
Yeah.
That's very nice, very intense.
Last question. Because obviously this is our first mix supper, hopefully there are many, many more. What is some advice you want to give me in regards to the mix supper, in regards to the mixed wardrobe, in regards to just me personally as well? Any advice?
continue doing it.
Yeah, get more people.
Don't
Stop
Yeah.
doing it. Yeah.
Like,
Don't
This
overthink.
is I love your
I have
the idea, all of
overthink a
you.
lot. I do.
it's
And
better
I
to
also
like
have a feeling that you not just overthink, but you also take a lot of pressure while doing it. Because you feel that maybe what if it goes wrong? What if that what if is in the back of your mind?
Yeah.
And you feel that
yeah,
maybe it's not there.
No, it's
if it's not there, that's great.
it's great.
But if it's there, this
is
is your sign to not do that.
that's true.
Your sign is to follow the advices that they are giving.
What if
Okay.
ke balle, why not?
That's so true.
Okay? So do that.
Done.
Okay?
Next mix up. Why not you come here?
Yeah, instead of thinking what if she doesn't come, be like, why not we just get another one man?
Yeah.
Let her chuck her. Okay? So yeah, you're doing a great job.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
And
You
your team also.
Yeah.
Of
Team
course,
also
all
loves
of you.
Very
Yes.
good. So basically, patina is a phenomena that happens naturally due to the reaction of different substances. Like for example, it happens on Statue of Liberty. So it was like bronze in color because it's made out of bronze. But then because of air and water nearby and everything, it's exposed to. Over the time period it has happened, it happens with silver also. It happens with everything. So particularly with naturally dyed cloth or clothes or fabrics as well. Eventually over the time period, they don't really lose color, but they shift tones. So that is why we called it patina patches, because we are using old waste as well in that, not just the recent waste that we've collected. So recent waste mixed with old one, they have a gradation happening. It's very like the patina is happening in it. So that's why patina patch. I like
But is it a name that you have given or it actually means that?
patina means that.
Okay.
But patina patches is like something from I call my
I didn't know
patchwork
about-
as patina.
I didn't. So it's a nice thing to know.
cool. So, okay, if all of y'all had to give a design element, or if you had to create a mood board for your brand, what would that include?
I think ours would just be like you sit in an auto and you go through Bombay. That would be the mood board. Like insect, creatures, plants, people, like
Characters of the
signages in the city.
city. You just go there and look into the sky. It's like just dream about things.
It was like a pocket of like nature right next to a big city.
Yeah.
So it was like a nice
Oasis.
combination of like a little escape from city life. So our brand was also like that. So these products are supposed to be like a tiny, like a little breather from like the hecticness of life.
You know this latest thing in China, no? The pop art studio, whatever they're called. What's that? Labaloo or
Labu.
Labu.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Go far.
समझ गया.
It's become such a rage.
It's become
Like,
crazy.
अभी
you can.
serious चीजें,
So you can.
only unserious चीजें.
People get more aware about it when they start realizing, because I was so bored out of my brains of like, what should I do at home? How much can you play
Yeah.
with your friends? How much? There's a limit. After that, I don't have interaction. There's too much individuality happening at my home. Because my parents are very involved in their things. My mom's extremely dedicated to her spirituality, her religion, and her. She's also very artistic, but she has different things to do. Anyhow. So that led to my Wonderland. I used to have like a place for my characters of like I used to like just sketch things on the. It sounds very lonely, but it's not. I used to sketch characters on paper, cut them out, place them in like a sticker book, and that would be my family of the day. So it's basically like when I watched Alice in Wonderland for the first time, I was like, this is me. All being psycho about that. Oh, she just dives deeper into it. She's not like, I want to get out of it. She's like, let's go in the rat hole.
Yeah.
Like the rabbit hole that she goes into, not the rat.
That's
Actually, they are the rats.
We're going.
So that, and ever since then, ever since I started designing, I was like, I'm just Alice in Wonderland, but make it Indian.
Like that in next line.
Like,
Alice in
so
India.
yeah, like make
Alice
it
in
Indian. So that's what I've been doing. Like, like if you see the design languages that I have, the faces are a bit juxtaposed with different kinds of abstract cloth, applique, because I want that imagination to be there. But then there is so much of florals also because of my mother. I'm very fond of my mother, and she loves flowers. And because of the imagination thought process, that's why I make them the way that I do. Because I don't want to replicate the rose as it is. And all that. It's very boring because बार-बार वही चीज मेरे लिए देखना बहुत boring है because I'm seeing it on a daily basis, right? So the imagination flows even more deeper. So yeah, that's probably it. I like to keep it simple. जितना simple होता है उतना creative होता है.
Yeah.
Getting out of our space, doing something different to make a difference. So that was the main thought and preserve Indian heritage. I think it is second to none. There may be so many fashion designers who are not Indian, but so many things. But I still think that Indian art and craft has a place of its own.
Yeah.
And it is the best in the world.
Yeah.
To me, it is not because I'm an Indian, but
It
I
is,
just
it
feel,
is.
you know, like
Indian
anything.
food is the best.
Only thing is, we don't preserve it
Yeah.
the way we should.
Yeah.
Like if you go to the US, a small stone, something sculpted, will be like in a case, proper case. People pay money to visit it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We have so much art in Rajasthan or wherever, but we don't value it so much. So I just feel, okay, if we had a mood board also, we would have a designer who's not of our kind of design, but at the same time, by its side, we'd have Avador design, you know, and somebody who, like I have mentioned earlier, who's less fortunate, and our karigar to promote.
Very nice.
That's what I mean. Yeah, everybody would have something different because now these people are young. We can think of all that. They have to think a little differently.
But we all have like that we like craft techniques and stuff
Yeah.
in common. Like we just all use it in different
ways.
Yeah.
True.
Like the same techniques but different approaches.
Yeah.
That
So-
makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Creative expression
Shiny details.
in different manner.
Anyways, thank you so much for coming and
Thank
giving
you
us all of
for
your
having us.
thoughts that were running through your brain in the most truest form. It was actually such a pleasure and honor to talk to all of y'all and get all of this little knowledge into my little brain. Thank you again, and I hope you enjoyed this experience as much as I did creating it for you guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. It
So
was
we
so good.
enjoyed your little big brain.
Yeah.
It was hardly little. And all of you together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The whole thing was in there.
Congrats.